Hi, I'm Catherine Pace, and the brand that I will be analyzing today is Wendy's. Um, Everyone knows Wendy's, of course, and the reason why I chose Wendy's is because I actually follow them on Twitter, and they have a very strong brand presence on Twitter. I'm sure some of you have followed them or seen them because they've received a lot of coverage for their engagement and whatnot over the past maybe year or so. But they're very funny on Twitter, and I decided to see if that same engagement and strong brand carried over on their Facebook page. So, starting off, obviously, Wendy's is a fast food chain in the United States of America, um, and their main overarching theme and what their brand really stands for is quality. That's something that they have over other fast food restaurants and something that they really promote and are really proud of. On their signs in their physical locations. It says Wendy's, and then their logo is "Quality is our recipe." And of course, on commercials and on social media, you'll see them promoting fresh, never frozen beef, and just that their food is of higher quality than other fast food. And that's something that they do a really nice job of, is carrying that over through all of their messages and all of their campaigns. Um, Additionally, they have a very distinct logo. It's obviously the girl with the two braids, it's Wendy, and the color red is something that people really identify with. So, um, using the color red in all of their packaging and all of their advertisements on social media really helps people identify with the brand. And yeah, they also on social media have a spokesperson right now, and it's Jay Billis. I believe he's a basketball analyst. I'm not a huge basketball fan, but they have him, and he's very famous. And he is in all of their videos, and it kind of makes it a more fun environment having that same spokesperson. And it's something that is like very popular right now. So overall, with Wendy's having all of these different assets of their brand, it really creates a strong brand equity. So what they're promising is what they're delivering, and that's something that's very, very good for a brand. So they are promising quality, and that's what they are delivering with their products. As far as social media, let's get a little bit more into that. Going through their Facebook page, I noticed that they are very engaging, which is great. That's something that I really respected about their Twitter presence, and on Facebook they're the exact same way. So, some things they do to increase engagement and keep engagement alive on their Facebook is they respond to comments on every single post. They're very conversational, and it's not that calculated um, response that some companies use on their social media. They do a really nice job of connecting with their fans and making each comment personal. And if you go through their Facebook like I did, you will see that on every single post they respond to at least a few comments, if not more than a few. So that's something that's really great. Another thing they do that really increases engagement is they respond to negativity directly, and that's something that is so amazing about social media, is that it gives the brands, or it gives companies the ability to directly interact with their consumers, and also um, help them out and respond if they've had a less than exceptional experience with their company. So obviously, like I said, Wendy's is prides themselves on quality, and a real example I found on their Facebook was they posted they had some sort of Facebook post about how their sandwiches are very high quality, and a customer posted a photo of one of their sandwiches, and they said basically that they weren't pleased with the quality, and yeah, they were displeased with their service and the food they received. And Wendy's nearly um, immediately responded to this consumer's comment, and they basically said, send us a message. Um, we would we need to know the store location, and we want to solve this problem as fast as possible. And that's something that's so great about social media, is that not only are they able to have fun conversations with their consumers, but they can also respond to negativity and really uphold the expectations that people have about their brand. So I think that with the combination of these two things, that's why they have such a strong engagement. And I think that their fans are both really engaged and passionate, because who doesn't want to have that kind of fun interaction with their favorite brand? That being said, there are a few things that they could improve on. Going through their Facebook, I did notice that they don't post as frequently. That could be because they've taken the time to, um, analyze their consumer demographics, and perhaps Twitter is a better platform for reaching out to their fans, because they do post pretty frequently on Twitter. But on Facebook, on average, I found that they typically waited about 3 to 5 days between posts. Of course, there were exceptions to this, and there were some days where they would post back to back, but overall, it was typically about 3 to 5 days between posts. And I think that it's really important to um, keep your presence on social media. You want to stay visible. So something that Wendy's could improve on would just be increasing their visibility on social media. I think that they would gain more fans that way, and also bring more traffic to their website and their social media accounts. So some things they could potentially do to increase their visibility would just be perhaps including user-generated content. If they don't have things they want to post, they could share some user-generated content. They could share maybe some customer reviews or stories written about Wendy's, and overall maybe just repost some things, just to keep everything visible on social media. Um, but overall, they do a really nice job, and I think they um, don't really have much to improve on. They Wendy's definitely falls into the social community zone. They, like I said earlier, they do such a nice job of engaging with consumers through conversation and just overall socializing. And they also kind of build that community where their fans can socialize with one another, not just with the company itself. So I would say that's the main zone that they fall into, would be social community. Because they aren't necessarily selling product online, I wouldn't consider them to fall into the social commerce um, zone, but they obviously are promoting their products and encouraging their fans on Facebook to come and buy their products in their stores. Obviously, that's the overall goal. So I would say, it's potentially a little bit of social commerce, but not necessarily, because they're not purchasing that final product. So definitely social community is the main zone they fall into. But overall, like I said, Wendy's has a very strong brand. They're very equitable. And they do a phenomenal job with engagement, which is why I chose them for this project, because I had a pretty good feeling that their Facebook would be just as engaging as their Twitter, and I was right. I would say if you are looking for a company to analyze or to learn from as far as social media and engagement goes, Wendy's is one I would recommend to check out. But thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.